All right, guys, I'm slowly but surely working my way through the backlog of challenge locks. This is from Thor, and it is a challenge lock, a wafer lock it looks like. So let's see if we can figure out how to get into it. Try not to cut anything on the inside. All right, so nothing in the envelope. We have a wafer lock, master approved bidding, key sealed inside. Okay, so we have a, looks like a safety seal of braided wire. He definitely doesn't want me to get inside of there. He's even put a serial number on it, so in case I want to change it. All right, we'll set him over there. We don't need that stinking key. Pull that letter out. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I can go, looks like I can go either way, according to the arrow. I have no idea what that says. Might be upside down. I don't know. It doesn't look like the top's been modified. All right, no problem. Let me read this letter off camera real quick. Okay, Thor says, remember my handcuffed lock? Here's my next challenge. Despite your consistent warnings, I took some advice from Master Lock and implemented the following features. No, and I can't make this out because it's in hieroglyphics. No detex pin, protex only, knockoff Schlag core, master approved bidding. In terms of alien tech, it's similar to the handcuffed. Gosh, I wish I could remember. It's been so long ago. All right. So it doesn't look like a wafer lock. I can see it is a pin tumbler. Get it. Come on, light. Definitely a pin tumbler. Can't see anything from the rear, but it looks like the first two pins that I can see, it's definitely a pin tumbler, not a wafer. So that might be psychological warfare. Now, as it happens, Thor did send also this 3D printed holder, so I'm thinking we can just slide him just like that. Thank you, Thor, for both the lock and this 3D holder thing that's really turned out to be handy. All right, top of the keyway, because it's a Schlag. All right, you know what I'm going to try first, right? And that would be a 15 thousandths Bogota. And he says I can go either way, so let's try it. Let's just go clockwise first. Slide it in, see if I can rig up a fault set. All right, I do have a fault set. And that's as far as I get. All right, no problem. Let me start with this guy. Tell you what, maybe I can go from the bottom here. Yes, I can. All right, I'm going to use a 15 thousandth deforest because it gives me a little more rise. Looking for some feedback. Okay, I think that's counter rotation on pin 1. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, that was pin 3. Come on, pin 2. Nope. That was pin 1. And I think it was overset. That was pin 3 again. He keeps making that little clunk noise. Keeps falling down. Okay, that was pin 1, and I got a very slight turn on the core. And there was 3 again, a little clunk noise. Let me touch 1 again. Maybe he'll give me some more. Nope. There's a clunk noise. Be interesting to see how that happens. Nothing else is giving me any feedback. I can't tell if that's feedback on 4 or not. Okay, there was 3 again, and again I felt a slight turn on the core. It's like I'm pumping 3 there. Because every time I touch him, he gives me a little bit. I'm hoping I can pump this lock open. Come on. Let me put that rake back in there. Lighten up on my tension. Nothing. All right, I'm going to grab one of my SS devs, and because it seems to be a pretty wide and deep, I'm going to take this guy, which is the deep hook, and let's see if I can get access with him. Okay, that was 5. Okay, I believe that's 1. I think that's the slightest of counter rotation there, but it's all I got to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. Let me get him perfectly centered. Come on. I can't get it centered on him. I don't know why. He keeps sliding off. Get on there. All right, let me see if I can rig something up. Or down. All right, I cannot get on. I'm not going to pull out my rat yoke, but I am going to pull this guy out. 25 thousandths with a nice flat tip, because I couldn't get that SS dev onto pin 1. Okay, after I got 1, now they're all just kind of crunching. I have moderate tension on him. Okay, that was definitely a nice fault set. There's another nice fault set. Now we're in a trap, probably. One is all the way up. I'm really putting some torque on this thing. Actually, not torque, but pressure on these pins. All right, that's pin 5. I believe that's counter rotation. One keeps falling down on me. All right, I'm lightening up on my tension now. See if I can baby it. Nothing. That was pin 1. Okay, I'm definitely into attempt number 2 now. It looks like the timer on the camera says I'm at 12 minutes. Part of that was intro, so let's call that one attempt, and I'm in attempt number 2. I don't want to release this because I think I have a little bit of a fault set going. Definitely have a... There he is right there. Pin 1. Hiding right there next to the tension wrench. I'm going to shove him all the way up. Then I'm going to rake him back down. Okay, there's a nice fault set. I believe that is counter rotation on 6. Nice solid clunk. There's my fault set back. Let me check number 1. He's still good. All right. Keep looking. Okay, that was 2. I felt a slight turn on the core. 3, I believe, is still giving me feedback. I just can't get up high enough with this pit. Oh, there we go. Looks like we got an open. All right. Wait a minute. Is it an open? Or is it a trap? I believe it's a trap. All right, Thor. I'm in a trap. All right, I know what to tell you. Let's try sending Thor a pack lock. How about that? What do you guys think? Pack lock or no pack lock? Put it in the comments, and whatever you decide goes. I've got a feeling, though, I'm going to go ahead and take the key out. I've got a feeling that once we're in this trap, there's not going to be any way to get, I think I could just pull this, and it'll rip through the cardboard and pull our key out. Maybe not. Oh, it's glued. It's epoxied. Yes, how's that forbidding? I'm not sure if this is going to be able to... No, I think when you're in the... Oh, there it is. It went back, and it works beautifully. So I don't know how he did that. Let's find out. Let's find out. See what he did. All right, when you guys send these challenge locks, make my life a little bit easier and don't put these actuators back in there. Because if you leave those out, then I can use this tool from Jeff Moss and save everybody a little bit of time. Just a time-saving tip. Okay. All right, that worked. Is that ugly or what? Wow. Okay, so we had 3 possible traps. I don't know how many of them I hit, but definitely at least one. It doesn't seem right. I managed to pick a lock and then I hit a trap. All right, no undercutting. Unless you count these 2 undercuts. Kind of. Nothing unusual there, except those little divots. Trap divots. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we have a homemade serrated. 2 is, there's a trap pin for chamber 2. Number 3 is, looks like another trap pin. There's a little peg to fall into that hole and a little wafer for the correct shear line. Number 4, homemade serrating. He's got a nice little taper to him. And that spring is stuck. Kind of a wild looking spring. All right, number 6. All right, a mushroom. And there's the other trap pin. All right. Get these arranged here. Show you guys what we're looking at. All right, guys, here's what we're looking at. We did have 3 trap pins, just as we were threatened with on the core. So on the bottom, we had all standard pins. It looks like chamber 1 did not have a key pin. It had a driver pin as a key pin. So that explains why I was having so much trouble. In fact, you can even see my scrape marks on there, trying to reach up far enough to set him. 2 trap pins here to fall into those 2 little holes. We have a homemade serrated. We have another trap pin with a wafer right there. And then the last one was a mushroom, basically a mushroom on both ends of this guy. Kind of nasty. All right, Thor, you got me. You hit me with a trap. And I have to say, no more traps. Well, you guys can send traps, but if you're going for a challenge lock, trapping, it's just not the right thing to do. If I manage to pick the lock and then I hit a trap, we're going to consider that to be picked from this point forward.
Walk glad where the fun begins. Walk